Good day, everyone, especially our instructor, Dr. Cortez. My name is Ace Clifford A. Transporte, and my report is all about the educational system in Canada. Canada is the second biggest country in the world right after Russia. It's a country filled with endless beauty that consists of provinces and territories. There is a clear constitutional distinction between provinces and territories. Provinces exercise constitutional powers in their own right, while territories exercise delegated powers under the authority of the Parliament of Canada. There are 10 provinces of Canada, namely Ontario, Quebec, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Manitoba, British Columbia, Prince Edward Island, Saskatchewan, Alberta, and Newfoundland and Labrador, and has three territories, namely Northwest Territories, Yukon, and Nunavut. Education is one of the highest priorities for the Canadian government. Their education is excellent and arguably among the world's best, with a well-funded and strong public education system. Canada has constantly ranked among the 10th best globally in terms of student performance. There is both public and private education system in Canada. The Canadian government heavily subsidizes education from kindergarten through to the post-secondary level, spending on average almost 6% of its GDP on education. This means Canada spends proportionately more on education than the average among OECD countries. For the most part, children in Canada attend kindergarten for a year or two at the age of 4 or 5 by choice. School then becomes mandatory as of grade 1, which tends to be at the age of 6 years old. Depending on the province, schools go up to either grade 11 or 12, generally until the age of 16 years old. Children then have the choice whether or not to continue into higher education in universities, colleges, or CEGEP. The table shows the ages between which children are required to attend school. The first column shows the province or territories, while the second column shows the age of compulsory education. First, Alberta, which is the compulsory age is 6 to 16 years old. Then we have British Columbia, ages 6 to 16 years old. Manitoba, ages 7 to 18 years old. New Brunswick, ages 5 to 18 years old. Newfoundland, ages 6 to 16 years old. Northwest Territories, ages 5 to 18 years old. Nova Scotia, ages 5 to 16 years old. Ontario, ages 6 to 18 years old. Prince Edward Island, ages 5 to 16 years old. Quebec, ages 6 to 16 years old. Saskatchewan, ages 7 to 16 years old. And Yukon, ages 6 to 16 years old. Let's talk about their curriculum. Canada does not have a national curriculum. Rather, the provincial governments are responsible for establishing the curriculum for their schools, and each province has its own ministry-established common curriculum. Although education in Canada varies from province to province, in general, Canadians must attend school until the age of 16, and it is comprised of four levels: pre-elementary education, elementary education, secondary education, and post-secondary education. Let's discuss the meaning of these levels. First is pre-elementary education. Pre-elementary or kindergarten is the first stage of education in Canada and are offered to children between the ages of 4 to 5 before they start elementary school. In New Brunswick and Nova Scotia, this is mandatory, while everywhere else it is optional. They are offered by either public, private, or federal schools, depending on where you choose to send your child. In most areas, the first year of pre-elementary school is public and free, while certain provinces offer additional years free of charge, such as Quebec, that offers free kindergarten for those from low-income families or for children with disabilities. The teaching curriculum taught in pre-elementary in Canada is relaxed and is a chance for young students to learn the alphabet, basic skills such as counting, pre-reading, music, art, and how to play with others. These programs are specially designed to prepare children for their next step, the primary school. The second level is primary or elementary education. Primary education or elementary school in Canada is mandatory for children starting in grade 1, generally at the ages of 6 or 7, and goes until grade 6 at the ages of 11 to 12 years old. Students receive 6 years of primary education, typically broken down in the following manner. First, we have grade 1, ages 6 to 7 years old. Grade 2, ages 7 to 8 years old. Grade 3, ages 8 to 9 years old. Grade 4, ages 9 to 10 years old. Grade 5, ages 10 to 11 years old. And grade 6, ages 11 to 12 years old. Students at this stage of education tend to have only one teacher that teaches them in all subjects in the same classroom, with the same students. Special education classes are also available. The pre-elementary curriculum covers subjects such as reading, math, English language, history, science, music, social studies, physical education, and art. The school day in elementary school is usually from 8:30 a.m. to 3 or 3:30 p.m., with an hour for lunch. There are also usually two 15-minute breaks to allow students to let off steam between classes. The third level is secondary education. Secondary education in Canada has two levels, the junior high school and high school. Junior high school or intermediate education follows immediately after completion of elementary school. It's a 2-year stage of education that includes grade 7 and 8. Grade 7 ages 12 to 13 years old, and grade 8 ages 13 to 14 years old. High school is the last part of secondary education. Once students successfully complete the 8th grade, they are promoted once again, this time to high school, a 4-year program that breaks down in the following way. Grade 9, ages 14 to 15 years old. Grade 10, ages 15 to 16 years old. Grade 11, ages 16 to 17 years old. And grade 12, ages 17 to 18 years old. In high schools, hours are usually from 8:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. Extracurricular activities and sports are scheduled after school hours. Lessons in public schools are held from Mondays to Fridays and there are no lessons on Saturdays or Sundays. Canada also has what it is called semestered high school, where instead of the standard 8 subjects being taught throughout the year, 4 subjects are taught each term, with one long lesson on each subject each day. This system is thought to give a better understanding of each subject and to be more suitable for pupils who find it difficult to cope with 8 subjects each week. And the last level is post-secondary education. Once students successfully graduate from high school, they are free to apply to college or university of their choice. In Canada, the term college usually refers to a community college or a technical, applied arts, or applied science school. These schools are post-secondary institutions that grant vocational certificates, diplomas, and associate degrees. There are different types of post-secondary schools: universities, colleges, and institutes. First, we have universities. Universities offer programs that lead to different types of degrees and many disciplines and subjects. There are 3 types of degrees: the bachelor's degree, the master's degree, and the doctoral degree. Bachelor's degree is a basic degree given by Canadian universities that takes 3 to 4 years to complete. Master's degree is a more advanced degree that usually takes 1 to 3 more years of study. And the doctoral degree is the most advanced degree offered by Canadian universities. It generally requires 3 or more years of study. Colleges and institutes. There are many types of colleges and institutes. Some are formally recognized by governments. They are known as colleges, community colleges, colleges of applied arts or applied technology, institutes of technology or science. Colleges and institutes usually offer 1 to 3 year programs. They issue diplomas and certificates that qualify graduates to work in specific jobs within many different fields. These fields include business, computer and mechanical technologies, health, social services, agriculture, trades such as carpenter, electrician, and plumber. At this point, let's talk about the language of instruction in Canada. Canada is a bilingual country with both English and French as official languages. The language of instruction in most schools is English, with the exception of the province of Quebec, where the primary language of instruction is French. Schools have provisions for students who do not speak either English or French. And now, let's have the classes for public schools. The upper limit of students in each class is set at 40 students. At this time, let's have the terms and school hours in Canada. The school year in Canada usually runs from the first week of September until the end of June, and is divided into periods or quarters. There are a few year-round schools, and some that have a year that runs from mid-August to the end of May. School holiday dates are published by school well in advance, thus allowing parents plenty of time to schedule family holidays during official school holidays. Let's talk about the school uniforms in Canada. In Canada, school uniforms are not required in most public schools or separate schools, except in exceptional circumstances such as school performances or international field trips. However, Catholic high school in Ontario do require uniforms. Uniforms are, however, used in most private schools and also in special or alternative programs of public and Catholic schools. In Quebec, however, most school boards require a uniform. And that's my topic all about. I hope that you learned something from it. Thank you and have a good day.